Meet Dan. Dan is a 16-year-old boy who loves tacos. No, not those tacos. These tacos. Look, he's eating one now. Let's follow the journey of that taco as it passes through Dan's body. Once entering the mouth, food undergoes mastication, a process by which food is chewed, crushed, and ground by teeth. Here, saliva binds with the taco to help ease it down the throat and aid in digestion. Saliva is comprised of water, mucus, salts, and enzymes, such as amylase, which helps break down carbohydrates. Amylase begins the breakdown of starch in the body by converting it into simple sugars. Starch, a polymeric carbohydrate consisting of a large number of glucose units bonded together, is present in the taco in the form of its corn tortilla shell. Now brace yourself, guys, and hold on tight because we're about to journey down the esophagus. Everyone okay? Great. Now, as I was saying, what we are currently passing through was the esophagus. Like a steep water slide, this muscular tube is lined with mucous membrane in order to provide a safe passage for food from the throat to the stomach. Now, watch as the next wave of food gently exits as peristalsis occurs. Peristalsis is the rhythmic contractions of the smooth muscles of the esophagus, which propel the taco to the stomach. Peristalsis occurs in the stomach as well. As we approach the end of the esophagus, we will have to pass through the cardiac sphincter. This plays the important role of keeping food from the stomach out of the esophagus. As we enter Dan's stomach, the only thing protecting us from a painful death due to acid is the mucus that lines the walls of the stomach and your safety ponchos. After the taco is broken down by gastric fluid in the stomach, it turns into a substance we like to call chyme. Now buckle up your seatbelts and prepare for another tight squeeze as we pass through the pyloric sphincter. This opening at the end of the stomach is essential in slowly releasing chyme and controlling the amount of stomach acid that is allowed into the small intestine. And now I'll be passing it on to my friend Sally to give you the rest of the tour.
The majority of our trip will be in the small intestine since most of digestion occurs here. In order to neutralize the high acidity from the stomach, the pancreas secretes bicarbonate, so pull out your umbrellas and watch out. The pancreas is very busy. It also produces digestive enzymes, which are proteins that control chemical activity. Made by the pancreas, proteases such as pepsin and renin break down complex proteins. Lipases digest fats, and saccharidases work on carbohydrates. Bile, a greenish liquid created in the liver, combines with pancreatic juices to work to digest and absorb nutrients from fats. These nutrients are necessary to help you grow and even keep you alive right now. You can see the yummy cheese from the taco Dan ate being broken down here. In order to monitor the amount of fat in the small intestine, Dan needs his gallbladder. Just like a red and green traffic light, when the fat in the intestine reaches the right amount, the gallbladder allows for the release of just enough bile to emulsify the fat. Villi are located on the walls of the small intestine. They look kind of like little fingers waving around us. On each one of these are tiny microvilli. Each microvilli has a special job to absorb one particular nutrient, either starches, proteins, or fats. Whatever leftover food is not used for nutrients now enters the large intestine, which is made up of both the colon and the rectum. Here, fiber is broken down and water is absorbed through the colon walls. This absorption of water is called osmosis. It plays a key role in transporting nutrients to wherever they are needed. If you're concerned about how we are getting out of here, don't worry. Any parts of the food that are unable to be used or digested are safely stored until they're eliminated from the body. Well, folks, that concludes the end of our tour. Please exit the ride via the toilet to the left, and thank you for choosing Tour de Body for your educational and digestive enjoyment.